Being lazy about starting stream, but holy fuck. What USB device is not recognized? Whatever. Until I saw this video. Trump gaggle. Actually fucking it's gonna send me in a every like I don't want to just do, oh my god, can you believe Trump said this, but some things are so fucking retarded that you gotta go over them. Yeah? Yeah. So I think it's this, but oh my god, we'll start with the crossword, but like I think this is the video I'm looking for. They have the transcript here. Cause I got I need chat's help to prepare a clip moment for YouTube Shorts. So there's something Hawk? Yeah. This segment is going to send me like into a blind. Okay, let's go. It's this. Oh, you guys can't even see because I'm a terrible streamer. There we go.
We had a very good conversation this morning and yesterday, and he basically would like to, as you know, we are not sending any weapons. We're sending them to
Big L on our end, by the way.
NATO, and NATO is paying, which is a big difference between Biden and Trump. Because Biden...
Yeah, Biden supports our allies, and you charge them, you fuck.
Gave $350 billion, and we didn't. We gave...
Not true. And do you think that makes you look good? Sorry. I mean, like, I know your base and you yourself are fucked up by Russian propaganda, so they're like, yeah, giving money to a country being invaded that's making progress towards decorruption and moving towards the West. We have no reason to defend them. Do you think this makes you look good?
We gave them nothing, but we gave them respect. And
yeah, right. Have you even said thank you? You don't have the cards. Shut the fuck up.
So we talked about weapons, and the weapons are sent to NATO,
my God.
and NATO then sends us a check. They pay for them in full, and they would need more weapons, and we're looking into doing that. We hope we're going to be able to provide them. You know, our country needs weapons too.
For against who? And what weapons are we short on? How many tomahawks do we have? We give them like 3. Actually, that's a good question. How many tomahawks does the U.S. have? Yeah, we got 4,000. We can't spare. We can't spare a square. Jesus. Dude, this guy is actually fucking affront to humanity. Like, this man is just a shell of a... I don't even fucking know. I don't know. I don't know.
We can't give so many weapons that we don't have weapons. You never know
Well, good thing we do have weapons.
what's going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen?
You're the fucking president. You kind of set that. Motherfucker.
But, NATO pays us 100% for the weapons, and then they send
Oh, nice.
them
Not
in.
even a discount for our allies.
We
What
talked about the weapons they need, what kind of weapons. They need Patriots very badly. They'd like to have tomahawks. That's a step up. They'd like to have tomahawks. We talked about that. And
Tomahawk Tuas.
So we'll see. Well,
Yep.
I don't know. I might have to speak to Russia, to be honest with you. About do they want to have tomahawks going in their direction?
Are you kidding me? How many times? Also, I was fucking right. I said there were 3 options that he falls back, and the worst option is that he falls back into Putin's hands. I didn't even think that would happen. And here we are. And run the clip. It should be on my YouTube. There's a TikTok of me saying there's 3 paths. One is he increases support for Ukraine. Not very likely. 2 is he's like, okay, I'm not going to like try and make buddy-buddy with Putin. I thought that was the most likely. But no, it was the 3rd option I listed, which was he just gets bought right back into Russia. What a fucking freak. What a traitorous fuck, too.
I don't think so. I think I might speak to Russia about that, in all fairness. I told that to President Zelensky because tomahawks are a new step of aggression.
Aggression? When somebody's... Motherfucker. Sorry. So I'm Ukraine. This is Russia. Russia invades Ukraine. Ukraine's like, hey, we need to do some counterattacks to stop this invasion. Who is being aggressive here? Can you spot the aggressor? Oh, the NATO expansion. Not NATO expansion. Sorry countries want to join our sphere of influence because it's better than your dog shit one. Sorry. The economic sphere of influence war, it's between NATO and, like, trade policies with the West and China and their Belt and Road Initiative. Russia, you ain't part of this plan. You're a failing, fading empire. Like, you fucking suck. And you got so fucking lucky that you got a plurality of the retards to vote for your puppet. But man, it's just... And even then you still can't win. Oh my god.
Right? You understand that very well.
No. Okay. Let's do the crossword. Get back to this. Holy shit. I can't, dude. This is, like always, it's going to send me into a blind rage. But I got to do my warm-up. I got to get thinking before I get stinking. Alright, an eye floats above the pyramid. Now, cook's garment apron. Note before do, re, mi. Oh, that's not even close. But it's me. Me? Do, re, mi, fa, so. I don't know. Kafka or Roman? You can. You'll. Oh. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Soul? Like Stanford and Harvard. Elite. Sephora competitor Ulta. Suffix with Kafka or Roman? I have no idea. Microwave breakfast staple. Jimmy Dean's? Cluck of disapproval. Is that like tut? Is that now? Beamed? Well, looky here. Complete one round of reps. Oh well. Poker buy-in is an ante. I won. Big. No, not big. So go seis. Fernando, no clue. That's not news to me. Rise up, raise up, elevate. All right. I have no. What is this suffix? What? What would this even be? Eggs, it could be 1,000. Oh, I don't know. Fabergé? Instant ramen? Oh, damn. Oh, is it like a kind of bird? Malcedon. All for nothing? I don't fucking know. You tell me, bud. Kool-Aid. Ordains? Emotional state? Ohio? Sorry, though. That would have been funny like a year ago. Whose name comes phonetically between T. U? An ew tree? Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O Q R S T U. That's not a. Is this a U like that? Amend? I may. Okay, maybe. Emotional state. A mess? That I knew. So, yes, I knew, maybe? Do a set. Maybe? Oh, now, today. Jesus. That's a 0. Well, looky here. Oh-ho. Maybe this is Tisk? Yeah, this would be shown. Quick Eats? I've never heard that. Oh, caviar. That wouldn't. I guess that would make sense. Push. Now you don't know what to do with me. I've never heard of Quick Eats. But I also had forgot completely about the existence of caviar. I'm Alfarius. I don't know. In utero. All for nothing. Standard. Add a girl. Turn electric bulbs, LEDs. Haste, metaphorically, not palace. I have no idea. Pizzazz? Who knows? You tell me. Neon. Energetic. Youthful? Probably. More than awesome? Yeah, this is epic. Yep. All for nothing. And another one. Take Porridge reference and make in the Yankee Doodle. I don't know. That's not epic. Hash pudding? Give off is emit. Antonym. Hashy pudding? Is that a thing? I don't do. The diet's working. I completely forgot every food. Uh-oh. Graceful bird in a pond. It's if the answer is swan, it should be dove, but swans are fucking dicks. Slim. Made a rug. Wove? Molecule bit. Atom. Memes. Ivory. Lotus. Tenure. Hasty pudding? Huh? Maybe? Dim sum? Dim sums? Chem. Simplicity. Ease. Helpful theorem. Okay, this I should absolutely know. I tutor math like all day. The only theorem I can remember is that's coming to mind is the fucking Pythagorean one. I don't know what a Scottish. Miami's home, Florida. Well, I might be stupid, but oh. What? I had something I must have gotten something wrong here. I'm like I don't know. Yoshi. Sri Lanka. Whatevs. Nah. Toto. Boom. Prosperous. I thought it said preposterous. Preposterous. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Ignore. Baby announcement. It's a boy. Bit. I'm for any except after C, guys. Legato. Bloomington. Oh, I thought it was a mall, maybe? Eked. Nays. Nay. With a Y, yeah. Alley. Or... Oh, this was Ordains. Or... Append? Yes, I know. Mood. Oh, just mood. Okay. Sorry, that was... Thank you, Gut Instinct. Good call. I forgot my tenses here. I'm a goddamn idiot. Spanish rice dish, not pilaf. Bar mitzvah, a rite. Chamber under a stovetop. Oven, probably. Bookish type, nerd. Unlike me, because I stream on Twitch. Deter. Paella? I don't know how to spell that. Blend. Is that how you spell paella? Naive. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Now, this is the part I'm a Scottish cap, I'm not 100%, I don't know what it would be. And helpful theorem in math. What? Lemma? Simplicity. Ease. Florida, right? FLA? Is there a plural for dim sum? Or is dim sum just like plural in and of itself? Because I tutor math and I don't know if I've ever heard of a lemma theorem. Unless it's referring to something that I just am forgetting. Simplicity. Oh, what? Quick eats. Quick. Oh, or oh. Quick oats. Jesus. So what is the lemma theorem? Oh, it's a sub part of a proof. Okay, cool. I'm glad I know that now. Why was that in the Monday crossword? Damn. Alright, well. We do be learning things. Like, how to game the YouTube short system that make a cat fucking slob channel. Although this video is not popping off too much, but oh well. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be streaming today, but I just want to watch this one because it's thoroughly depressing.
This is a little bit more comfortable. wet out there. Hello. Go ahead.
So, President Trump, what's harder? Peace in the Middle East or ending a government shutdown?
Oh my fucking lord.
Well, I think the
Go,
hardest
go,
is
go,
this
go.
has been going on for 3,000 years. The shutdown's only been for 10 days. So I think the shutdown, it's gotten to be almost customary, but we're taking care of it. We've got the military paid in full, and we're doing a lot of things. We're ending some programs that we don't want. They happen to be Democrat-sponsored programs, but we're ending.
Yeah, okay, so just by the way, yesterday or a couple days ago, he said, "Yeah, these are widely popular programs, but they're Democrat programs, so we're cutting them."
Ending some programs that we never wanted, and we're probably not going to allow.
Well, like the ACA, yes, you never wanted the ACA, but now you try and take credit for it at every step. You just, yeah, like
Allow them to come back. I think they made a mistake. I think they made a big mistake. This is really a Schumer shutdown because
oh my god.
he's become sort of irrelevant, and he wants to make himself relevant again.
And in terms of the politics of this historic peace deal that we're on the way to go sign right now, you would think it's good for everybody, but at a rally this weekend, they were cheering for you and they were booing Netanyahu. What's up with that?
I don't know, but we're gonna.
It's almost like Netanyahu's been a massive obstacle for peace. Fucking. Oh, is this Ducey?
Make everybody happy. The one thing I can tell you is everybody is happy, whether it's Jewish or Muslim or the Arab countries. Every country is dancing in the streets, and it's a point in time. I don't think you'd ever see it again. They've never seen it for 3,000 years.
By the way, just to be clear, I hope to God that this works. I am glad that there's a pause in hostilities at the very least.
If you like one group, you don't like the other group. And if you like the other group, you don't like the first group. And this is the first time they've ever seen where everybody is unified. Because as you know, we're going to Egypt after Israel. And we're going to meet all of the leaders of the very powerful and big countries and very rich countries and others. And they're all into this deal. Everybody's into it. It's never happened before. So I would say this is a lot tougher, but we'll see how it all works out.
Mr. President, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister, has not gone so far as to say the war is over. In your view, is the war between Israel and Hamas over?
The war is over. The war is over, okay? You understand that?
Look, there's a sticking point in there where there's there's no like definitive statehood agreement. There's maybe there'll be a path if all of these are met, and there's a disarmament clause, and Hamas is like, we're not going to disarm if you don't give us a state, which I think I hope it doesn't, but it may blow up the second part of this deal.
Are going to hold? Are you confident the ceasefire will hold?
Say it.
Are you confident that the ceasefire is going to hold?
I think so. I think it's going to hold. I think people are a lot of reasons why it's going to hold, but I think people are tired of it. It's been.
So it's a 20-point plan. Out of the 20 points, how many do you think he could name off the top of his head?
It's been centuries, okay? Not just recent. It's been centuries. I think people are tired of it. Yeah, the ceasefire is going to hold, and it holds.
Mr. President, what will Gaza look like a year from now?
The international stabilization force that's part of
It'll be
the.
a good, strong force.
When will that go
I
in?
don't think
When
it's
will
going to
that
have
be ready?
a big impact because I think barely we're going to have to use it. I think people are going to behave. Everybody knows their place. It's going to be great for everybody. It's going to be great for the surrounding countries, Arab, Muslim, all of them. It's going to be great for Israel. Everybody is happy, and I think it's going to stay that way. Peter.
And if the ceasefire does hold, how long until we get to the part of the 20-point peace plan where developers can go in and make Gaza the Riviera of the Middle East?
Oh my
I don't know about the Riviera
God.
because you take a look at what you have.
Actual
People taken care of first,
dick
but,
sucks.
It's going to
That's
start
so
really
crazy.
essentially immediately. I mean, they're going to have to start by removing a lot of the structures that you see that are down to the ground. I mean, it's blasted. This is like a demolition site. Almost the entire site is So you have to get rid of what you have there. You have structures that are very dangerous. They're falling down. If they haven't fallen, they're going to fall down of their own volition. So that process, Peter, is going to start pretty much immediately in that way.
Like a year from now, in your view?
Well, a year, that's very quick. But over the years, it'll look very good. It'll be, it's got the first chance it's had in centuries of being peaceful. It's always been a very, very strange area. It's always been loaded up with problems, religious problems.
Strange
problems like
area.
No other place probably in the world.
Certainly a way to describe it.
It's going to normalize. All you can say, if it normalizes, that would be fantastic.
Structure, sir, that you have set up in that peace plan. How soon will that new governing body be in place?
Very quickly, and everybody wants to be a part of it. You're talking about the Board of Peace?
Right. Tony Blair, yourself.
Everybody wants to be a part of it.
Why did they
I've
put
had calls
Tony
from
Blair
all
on
the
there?
leaders. The leaders
That's another sticky point.
the
It's like,
leaders themselves
why?
Send somebody. They want to be a part of
Do
it.
you know who's going to be a part of it yet?
I do.
Can you share?
No, not yet. It's a
Have you
little
spoken to Tony Blair? Have you spoken to Tony Blair about it since the?
better take your ear things out.
Have you spoken to Tony Blair about it?
You know, I want to find out that Tony would be popular with all, because I just don't know that. And I like Tony.
Can't fathom a guess. No way. No. It's a joke. It's a joke. Nah, he's pranking us. He's pranking us. There's would Tony Blair be popular of running a peace coalition in the Middle East? That's a real thinker, isn't it?
Tony, I've always liked Tony, but I want to find out that he's an acceptable choice to everybody.
What guarantees have you been able to give to both the Israelis and the Arab countries?
A lot of guarantees.
The Israelis are very
And
concerned.
we have a lot of verbal guarantees too, and I don't think they're going to want to disappoint me. I have a lot of verbal guarantees that aren't down in writing, but they were given to me, and I believe they're going to be.
You know, it's nice of him to say, but just wait till you hear what he has to say about Russia later. Yeah, that verbal guarantees thing being ironclad is no good.
Held very strongly. That's why I think it's going to be successful.
Mr. President, you have to.
Look who we have. Hi, Katie. Let me shake you.
Good to see you, Mr. President. Good to see you. I'm sure you've seen reports of Hamas rearming, instituting themselves as a Palestinian police force, taking, shooting rivals. What is your message
Where
to
they
Hamas?
are standing, because they do want to stop the problems, and they've been open about it, and we gave them approval for a period of time. You have to understand, they've lost probably 60,000 people. That's a lot of retribution. They've lost 60,000 people, and the ones that are living right now were, in many cases, very young when this all started. And we are having them watch that there's not going to be big crime or some of the problems that you have when you have areas like this that have been literally demolished. You know, you have 2 million people, and probably it'll be less than that, but you have close to 2 million people going back to buildings that have been demolished. And a lot of bad...
Sorry, what was that?
You know, you have 2 million people, and probably it'll be less than that, but you have close to 2 million people.
Gotcha. So, moving tons of people out is part of the plan, just not as explicitly, because the 20-point plan is like, yeah, I mean, people can go if they want, but now it's like, yeah, I mean, there's 20 right there right now, but there'll probably be less. We'll see where this goes.
Going back to buildings that have been demolished, and a lot of bad things can happen. So we want it to be safe. I think it's going to be fine.
Mr. President, you have.
Who knows for sure, Katie? But I think it's going to be fine.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Hi. What is the latest that you've heard about hostages, when they will be released? Do you expect to meet with
Well, I
any
hear
of
the
them?
hostages might be even a little early, but I don't want to say that.
I
So they have
think
the
they got
hostages,
released today.
I understand all 20, and we may get them out a little bit early.
Just
Getting
sick.
them was amazing, actually, because because we were involved, and they were in places that you don't want to know about. Deep.
It was amazing because we were involved. The hostages were returned normally, or without the U.S. involvement. Fuck it, whatever. But we were involved, so now it's amazing. Yeah, like
Top Biden administration folks who were there, like Antony Blinken, seem to want some credit for the peace deal. Blinken says it's good that President Trump adopted and built on the plan that the Biden administration developed.
that's just like what categorically true, right? Or categorically is probably the wrong word there, but like the first ceasefire happened. Like, Biden got 99% of the way there, and Trump's advisor was just there.
What do you think about that?
Everybody knows it's a joke. Look, they did such a bad job. This should have never happened. This wouldn't have even happened. That was weak leadership, terrible. And the same thing with Russia, Ukraine. Yeah,
Wasn't October 7th, like, what was it? Was it called Al-Aqsa Flood or something? Wasn't that, like, in the works before Biden?
if just a decent president, not a great president like me, not a great president. If a decent president was in, you wouldn't have had the Russia-Ukraine. And this is, I would say, even more so. This was bad policy by Biden and by Obama. Remember when Bibi came and he begged that you not do what they were doing with Iran?
Okay,
remember that, right? Begged them. And they wouldn't even listen to him. Everything they did was the opposite what you should have done. And it's nice that they try and take a little credit. That was years ago, and the mistakes were made years ago.
The idea was hatched under Trump. And then they developed it through his years into the Biden year. Okay, awesome.
And it was both by Biden and Obama.
And so what did you do so differently? Because I know a lot of it was behind the scenes. So what did you do so much differently than Joe Biden and to end the war?
I resonated with the Arab leaders, the Muslim leaders, and the Jewish leaders. For whatever reason, you tell me why. You know.
Bismillah. Fucking Sheikh Trump. Oh my god, a fucking weirdo. I mean, like, maybe in like Dubai, Qatar, or Qatar, because of all like the ornate gold and shit. He's like, that's fire. Maybe they share similar tastes there. On what metric do you resonate with them more?
He said that in my first news conference, I answered more questions of him than Biden did in 4 years. And I think that's pretty close to being true.
No, there were no Pinocchios in the fact check.
None. That's right. That's right.
Your relationship with Prime Minister Netanyahu has been through some ups and downs. You had to get a little tough on him. Where is that relationship now, and can you tell us about it?
It's very good. He just put me up for the Nobel Prize. So, you know, I don't know what it means with the Nobel Prize, but he put me up yesterday for the Nobel Prize that I should get it. So, I mean, I think it's very good.
Has he made commitments to you personally about moving forward to the next phase of peace?
Look, let me tell you. He's a wartime president. He did a very good job. I had some disputes with him, and they were quickly settled. I can tell you that. But as far as I'm concerned, I think he's done a great job. I think he was the right person at this time. You know, look, it's been this way for centuries. You know, we're not talking about for 10 years, for 5. It's been this way for centuries. And he did a great job. And working with me, he was fantastic. Now, working with Biden, no good. They didn't get along, and they had the opposite, because Biden and Obama backed Iran. And just so when you talk about a thing like that, if you think they were backing Iran, when you back Iran, this wouldn't have worked. And had we not taken out the Iran nuclear facility and we made the same deal, it would have a really
like, what do I
dark
even
cloud
say to
over it.
this?
And you wouldn't have people dancing in the
BS,
streets,
I
Katie.
guess.
You would have people saying, "Oh my, you know, you're making a deal, but we have a guy over there with nuclear weapons all over the place. He's going to knock the hell out of us. If we didn't take out the Iran nuclear when we did, because in 2 months they would have had a nuclear weapon. This.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm in support of the strikes on the facility, full stop. But also, there's reason to believe we only set them back a couple months, not permanently. I don't understand the upshot in, like, lying about this. Because, like, I guess it's rolling the dice. Like, you lie about it, they don't attack, and you could just continue to lie about it. But what happens if you lie about it, you're wrong, and then all of a sudden a nuclear weapon gets fired, or a new atomic energy commission? Do you just say that the atomic, or what is the IAEA, or international, I don't know, whatever, is just fake news and liberal and whatever? Like, actually, that's exactly what they do, because once they draw a line in the sand, they never back down from it. Even this stupid fucking percents thing. We're gonna drop prices 500%, 5,000,000%, 200%. Like, that's just, like, you're allowed to misspeak. That's fine. I just...
Even if it were done.
Like, the reason I don't give any grace on these stupid, like, flubs is because he goes and doubles down on them. He was like, yeah, that was a mistake. I'm like, okay, that was a mistake. But no, he's like, nope, that's exactly what I meant. It's like, dude, come on. Like, come on. Seriously? Come on. We could be human here, right?
The exact same way would have had a dark cloud over it. And now, there's no dark clouds. There's nobody they have to worry about, Katie.
Have you talked to the Qataris about their changing behavior in your first term? You talked about how they were funding terrorism. What are
The
they
Qataris, yeah.
What are they doing differently in your eyes to make sure they're not
Qataris
funding
really helped us with this deal. And the Emir is an amazing man who really helped us. You have to understand, his country is right in the middle of everything, more so than any other country, more so than UAE, where you have to fly an hour and a half to get there, more so than Saudi Arabia, where you have to fly an hour and a half to get there. His country, you walk across a line and you're there. So he's in the middle of this unbelievable hostile territory with people on all different sides of the, you know, of the opinion and the question. They were a tremendous help. Qatar was a tremendous help to getting.
Yeah, I think this is kind of what I was arguing for. Most of it is the American president has to lean on Israel to say, all right, calm it the fuck down, and Qatar has to lean on, or not just Qatar. I was thinking like more like a coalition of Arab states, but if Qatar does it, that works too. Leans on Hamas to be like, look, it's over. Just like, chill.
This done. I hope people can realize that. And it was very tough and very dangerous for Qatar. They were very brave, and their leader, the Emir.
But surely this flip on Qatar has nothing to do with a big jet. That's also worth remembering. Now, like I thus far, I'm like, I hope this plan works. I just that jet is still a crazy occurrence.
Was very, very brave, and Qatar should start getting some credit. And you have to understand, they live.
Should they get a Nobel Prize too?
So they can't just be like, you couldn't do it. I could. Nobody could do it. Say what?
Have they changed their behavior from 2017 when you accused them of funding terrorism?
Who are you with?
I don't know. In 2017, I didn't really know them very well. You know, 2017, that was at the very beginning of my term. As I got to know them, I got to understand them, and I got to realize that.
Oh, it's so okay.
They are right in the middle.
Got to know them. Hey, I think with a little bit of a jet, you might start to see things our way.
Everything. Other countries are there, but they're an hour and a half away. A big difference. They're literally, you walk over from Iran to Qatar. You can walk.
Sorry, no. What? Wait, no other. Wait, hold on. Sorry. What the fuck is he talking about? Walk over what? Are you Jesus? Are you gonna walk? Sorry? I was like, wait, I must be losing my mind. Yeah. So, no. What? Just a hop, skip, and a jump from Doha across the Persian Gulf. Yeah, sure. Wait, actually, I want to see. Let's go Doha to. There's a slowdown on. And then, what do we want to do? Tehran? What? Or what's okay? Abadan. No, it's like a 14-hour drive. But you know, you can just walk over. Wait, so we're what? What do you mean? Just go across. Whatever. Okay, stupid segment, but I thought it was funny. Fuck you.
Walk it in 1 second. You go boom, boom, and now you're in Qatar. That's tough territory.
What? Huh? You go boom, boom. Yeah, okay, sure. Is he thinking... Does he think Saudi Arabia is Iran? Do you think he's talking about Iraq? Yeah, or is he talking about Azerbaijan? Maybe? I'm just trying to think what neurons are getting twisted in his fucking brain. Because, I mean, the countries that board, it could be Iraq, Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan. I have no fucking clue. I'm not a doctor. If I were to take a stab in the dark, though, I'd say he's remembering some talking point about Azerbaijan. Maybe. Or maybe Turkey, because he was just met with Erdogan. I don't know. It's crazy. Hop, skip, and a jump.
I think Qatar was amazing the way they helped us.
Mr. President, another world leader.
Ceasefire that collapsed in March this year. There was a ceasefire earlier this year that collapsed in March. Do you think this could have been done then? This took a lot of pressure on both sides. But do you have any regrets?
I see it, and I see it with Russia too. Sometimes you have to go through some pain before it all happens. I saw it with Turkey, and by the way, Turkey was fantastic too. President Erdogan was fantastic. He really helped a lot because he's very respected. He's got a very powerful nation. He's got a very, very powerful military, and he helped a lot, President Erdogan.
Okay, yeah, I do actually think he might be misfiring and remembering some talking points about Turkey and Iran or something. Maybe? I don't know. This guy's so fucking stupid. It's hard to tell. Maybe he just thinks Qatar is somewhere else. You liberals do nothing but shit on Trump. Sorry, remind me of who's in power right now. Like, okay, well, hold on. This is soon to be the 51st state.
UAE was great. We mentioned Qatar,
Lebanon to
Saudi Arabia, the King, they
Eswatini.
were great.
All right.
Indonesia was great. We had tremendous help. Jordan, the King, they were great. This is an amazing thing. Countries that, very diverse countries. Some got along, some didn't. But for the most part, nobody got along with anybody, and they all came together, and they're all dancing in the streets, just like Israel. It's a unique point in time. You were talking about the ceasefire. That wouldn't have had that held.
Wait, does Mozambique go all the way up to here?
In both of your elections, the biggest issues were the economy and immigration. Now you're getting credit from Democrats and Republicans for this Middle East peace deal. Where does it fit? Where do you think it fits into your legacy?
Oh, it does. Oh,
Well, look,
yeah.
This will be my 8th war that I've solved.
Is he gonna solve India, or not Pakistan, Afghanistan? No new wars.
And I hear there's a war now going between Pakistan and Afghanistan.
Yes.
I'll have to wait till I get back. I'm doing another one because I'm good at solving.
Okay, fuck. That's actually okay. Good. That's a good joke. They gave him closer to the right amount of Adderall today.
Wars. I'm good at making peace, and it's an honor to do it. I saved millions of lives. Millions of lives. Now, in all fairness to the Nobel Committee, it was for 2024, and this was picked for 2024. But there are those that say,
What do you mean? I'm just I'm unfamiliar with their history.
you could make an exception because a lot of things happened during 25 that are done and complete and great. But I did this not for Nobel. I did this for saving lives. I mean, we've saved millions of lives. Think about India, Pakistan. Think about some of the wars that were going on for years. We had one going for 31, one going for 32, one going for 37 years.
Sorry, Automod is actually being a total dick. Does Trump ever shut up got held by smart detection? When the U.S. was in Afghanistan, the government of Afghanistan was not attacking. We gotta go back to Afghanistan, boys. We're going back. Oh no. Well, I mean, we listen to a lot of them here, so you probably hear an outsized amount of this fucking orange retard guy. That's part of what we do. I mean, after this, I'm gonna look into the Tom Homan thing. He just needs to stop talking. I mean, I agree. Yeah. Automod is fat. True. It let that one through. I guess they had some new smart detection system or something. I don't know what the fuck. I'll turn that off. I'll let all your messages through. Unless they're like actually bad, obviously. But
millions of people being killed in every country, and I got every one of those done for the most part within a day.
that looks fucking amazing. I don't know what any of that is.
From these negotiations and this peace process into Moscow and try to end the Russia-Ukraine
Well, I think what you can take is that never give up. Just never give up. Last week they killed over 7,000.
What?
to Moscow and try to end.
Sir, that you've
What do you think you can take from these negotiations and this peace process into Moscow and try to end the Russia-Ukraine
Well, I think what you can take is that never give up. Just never give up. Last week they killed over 7,000 soldiers, mostly soldiers.
Russia's taking that message to heart. Never give up. We're in what? We're on almost year 3, year 4. Seized a relatively minimal amount of land. They haven't given up. I'll hand it to Russia. They aren't giving up. That's the lesson, I guess. It's just bleed your entire country dry. Their markets are crashing. They can't pay their debt. They're hemorrhaging human lives for, like, nothing.
And a little bit more, frankly, Russian soldiers than Ukraine soldiers last week. But think of it, every week they're losing from 5,000 to 7,000 soldiers. It's ridiculous. And I thought that would be one of my easier ones. I mean, when you settle something that's been going on for 31 and 32 years, that's, in theory, a lot harder than setting, something that's been going on for 3 years. But this is a war going on for 3 years, should have never started.
Oh,
Frankly,
my
I give
fucking Lord.
Ukraine credit for doing so well. I mean, they're good fighters. They're very good fighters.
Yeah. I think those numbers are broad. It is like the casualties of that war. Like, I think high hundreds of thousands, if not a million, on the Russian side. I think it's over 1 million total between Russia and Ukraine. The last number I saw had an estimate of like 800,000 in like the middle. We can look back into it. Never give up. What did Trump mean by that? MAGA crowds. Oh. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Never get out from under the desk. Like under the cabinet. Dude, this Steve, what's his name? Ducey guy? Jesus, it's actual glaze.
If he got this settled. And I think he's going to settle it, but we're going to see. And if he does,
How long have you been fucking... Yeah, right, sorry, yeah. That is true. I'm not a big military guy, but yes, that's...
doesn't, it's not going to be good for him.
President Xi of China, you've been truthing about another world leader. You said not to worry about China, but he's been putting out some tough statements in regards to your tariffs, sir. Are you planning to speak with him when...
The 1,000-yard stare. Fucking... What? Oh my, hold on, sorry. Bro is lost.
The last time you spoke?
Putting out tough statements because we are taking in hundreds of billions of dollars, not only from China, from other countries. We've become a wealthy country again, and the tariff...
Yeah, I think we've taken in, under Trump, roughly $300 billion in tariffs. I don't know what that number is relative to, the amount of trade that's decreased. Don't worry, guys, I'm sure Russia won't stop. If they're continuing on at this point, I don't know why. Like, their economy is hemorrhaging. Their wartime production is getting hammered. Like, they're losing like approaching a sizable percentage of their population. I can't see the upshot anymore other than like Putin's pride. The triple down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's so you know what? This is why I'm glad to be an American. If I was a Russian, I'd be, well, probably on the battlefield or dying. At least in the U.S., the things that our president triples down on is 500%, claiming that there's going to be a 500% decrease, which means not only is the drug free, but you get paid 4 times the value of it to take it, which is obviously bullshit. But it's this whole I can never be wrong thing, and you know what? I'll fucking take the American version, which is just having a president who's a fucking imbecile. I feel like calling him an idiot's letting him off too easy. This guy, he is a malicious fascist dictator fuck. But he's so relatively bad at it.
Tariffs have given us diplomatic strength. They've given us negotiating strength. I settled a few of the wars just based on tariffs. I said As an example, with India and with Pakistan, I said, if you guys want to fight a war and you have nuclear weapons,
Okay, guys, where's fucking bread from?
I'm going to put big tariffs on you both, like 100%, 150, and 200%. No, 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 don't do that.
We're not having a good. Sorry, okay, that's a little callous. I feel bad for the Russian people. Like, this is, I don't know what internal support for the war is. But I would have to. I don't know. I know Putin's like allegedly very popular. I don't know. Again, people are not their governments. But it's also a joke. I'm actually being fucking soy. Never mind.
I said, I'm putting tariffs. I had that thing settled in 24 hours. If I didn't have tariffs,
I'm too woke.
You do that better than anybody, McGee.
First, more tariffs on China. Are you considering walking that back?
Who are you with?
How many questions has Steve fucking Douchey asked? And also, she's with Politico, which doesn't. What's Politico?
Dasha Burns, sir.
Dasha Politico. Politico's gone bad. They've been so wrong about everything. Politico.
All signs.
Politico has been so wrong about everything. Let's get somebody else to ask some questions. You mind? Is that all right? Because Politico is fake news.
Go to Asia in a couple of weeks.
I mean, like, thankfully we have Democrats that come into office in between these fucks, so that they can only do, like, the step one of fascism before a Democrat comes in and undoes it. Yeah, that makes sense, because the rapid flip-flop in attitudes and allyship and whatnot, as the Soviet Union began to fall, Putin coming to power, like a tough guy, like a self-described gangster, supposedly for the Russian people. Like, I can understand why he'd be popular initially. Now, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I mean, if you're in Russia and you're seeing your gas prices, like, go 10 times, like, there's no jobs except wartime jobs, like, or just on the front lines. I don't know. Not good.
Put out that he had a bad day, and I think we're going to be fine with China. Look, I have a great relationship with President Xi. He's a very tough man. He's a very smart man.
Would this be fucking British?
He's a great leader
bread?
for the country. He's a great leader, and I have a great relationship with him. I think we'll get it set. I know what happened. I really understand what happened, and
if you say Biden, I'm going to pee on my monitor.
I'm not even saying he's wrong. But then we met him with something much tougher than what he did to us. Again,
this is
because
Xi.
of the tariffs, it's much tougher.
What happened to those 135, 100% tariffs initially? What happened to those? Can you spot where fucking Trump chicken the fuck out? Which...
Visit Gaza.
So we're gonna punch ourselves in the nose again and hurt ourselves again. Awesome.
Would you ever visit Gaza?
I would. Yeah, I would. I'd be proud to. I see it. I mean, I know it so well without visiting, but I do see it.
What does that
I'd
mean?
like to do it. I'd like to put my feet on it at least. But I think it's going to be a great miracle over the coming decades. And you know, if you go too fast, that's not going to be good. You have to go at the right speed. You can't go too fast. Who are you with?
BBC, Tom Bateman, BBC. The radio.
Yeah, so there was a little hint earlier in here about displacement of Gazans, because they were saying, like, so in the 20-point plan, yeah, dude, the fucking Riviera, the Middle East, Trump Gaza shit, that was fucking crazy. And I don't think that's completely gone from his mind, because in here he says, well, there's 20 million people in there, but I don't know, it'll probably be less once people move. So and in the 20-point plan, there's a lot of incentives to move out. So I think they're gonna do a bit more of like a carrot versus a stick, but still with the goal of getting Gazans out of Gaza, which doesn't feel good.
Cool.
That's excellent.
Thank you. When Steve Witkoff was in Hostages Square last night, he mentioned Prime Minister Netanyahu and the crowd booed. I wondered if you saw that,
I did.
what you made of that.
I also saw the crowd cheer when he mentioned Trump, like really cheer, and it's an honor. No, as I said, I think Bibi did a great job. I had some words with him a couple of times where I didn't agree, and he was always he was the right guy at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I would probably be too, because there really wasn't exit pathways, because Lebanon was kind of like, all right, we're kind of full of refugees, and Egypt was like, not a fucking chance. Yeah, there's just, yeah, I do think Trump still wants to like develop Gaza, and to do that, you got to get the Gazans out of the way. We'll see. I've got like maybe 30%. Yeah, I don't know. I have like 30% conviction in this take. We'll see. I'll leave it at that.
Because many Palestinians will be concerned that after the hostages are handed over, that Israel might restart the war for some reason.
I'm not worried about anything. I think we have a great deal, and it's a great deal for everybody. You know, a great deal was a deal where everybody's happy. And every country, they're dancing in the streets. That's a great deal.
Didn't Hamas just say they're not going to disarm under the current plan? Because there isn't a actual guarantee of statehood.
It's a unique period in time.
So, President, November 1st, 100% tariffs on China is what you said.
Yeah. I mean, Bibi, essentially, I think this is fucking loner boxes. I heard this, where it's like, Bibi likes this plan because there's so many failure points after the hostages get returned. Like, and there's no guarantees of statehood or even a path to statehood. It's like, if you do all this, there'll maybe possibly be... Yeah, no, I agree with that. Because the way this could even start happening is Qatar leans on Hamas, Trump leans on Netanyahu. Yeah, that was a crazy move. Yeah, that was just wild. Yeah.
That's still the plan?
Yeah, right now it is. Yeah, let's see what happens. You know, for me, you know what November 1st is? An eternity. November 1st is an eternity for me.
So there's
For somebody else, it's right around the corner. For me, when I hear November 1st, it's an eternity. Go ahead.
You had talked a couple weeks ago, you were doing an interview, and you talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? Does this help?
I mean, you know, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven, but I've made life a lot better for a lot of people. And you know, as an example, had the election in
What?
2020
What
not
a
been rigged,
weird thing
we
to
would have-
say. What? Wait. What? Jarvis, replay that.
I think there's any.
As it might help you a couple weeks.
When I hear November 1st,
What?
it's an eternity. Go ahead.
You had had talked a couple weeks ago. You were doing
This is
an interview,
so
and you talked about how you
bizarre.
hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? Does this help?
I mean, you know, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven, but I've made life a lot better for a lot of people. And you know, as an example, had the election of 2020 not been rigged, you would have millions of people living.
Sorry, how do we go from a question about fucking heaven to a fucking election?
Just in Russia, Ukraine alone. That would have never happened. And it didn't happen for 4 years. And I knew Putin very well. It was the apple of his eye. All the things I've said would have never happened. We had an incompetent administration. We had an incompetent president. And because of a crooked election, millions of people are dead. And by the way, the Israeli thing was much harder to get settled because of the past administration. Okay? Rest, enjoy yourselves, say hello to your boss, and I'll see you guys, right? Good.
All right, now this is the most insane. That segment was bizarre. That's the most genuine, and I think we've heard Trump speak in like maybe even the entirety of his second fucking term. Like, he actually turned on for a second there. What? That's so bizarre. There needs to be someone more well versed in psychology or something than I needs to dissect that one, because it just, like, obviously it's a different question, but his entire demeanor shifted, and also the saying, him thinking that if he genuinely does think he saved millions of lives, does he feel some super high level of guilt about something that outweighs that? That's so bizarre. Oh my God, I don't know what to make of that.
Your conversations with President Zelensky, did you talk about
We had a very
long-range
good conversation
missiles?
this morning and yesterday. And
This part's crazy,
basically
by the
would
way.
like to, as you know, we are not sending any weapons. We're sending them to NATO, and NATO is paying, which is a big difference between Biden and Trump.
First of all, I was saying this to myself, but I cannot fathom why he thinks this makes him look good. I get that, you know, him and his base are, like, actually brain broken by Kremlin propaganda, but, like, I just, how deep does the fucking rot go where you say this in front of the American people and think that makes you look good? Like, we didn't help Ukraine at all. Right, guys? That's what you wanted from me? It's like, yeah, that's why people are fucking pissed at you.
Because Biden gave them $350 billion,
Based!
and we didn't. We gave them nothing.
Yeah. Why do you think this makes you look good? You look like a weak pussy-ass fuck who's bending over for Putin. How brain broken are him and his base by Russia?
But we gave them respect. And
Oh, did you even say thank you? What?
some other things, frankly. So
Yeah, a whole lot of shit and wishy-washy bullshit. Oh my
we talked about
God.
weapons, and the weapons are sent to NATO, and NATO then sends us a check. They pay for them info, and
Again, we don't support our allies at all. We are just an arms dealer.
they would need more weapons, and we're looking into doing that. We hope we're going to be able to provide them. You know, our country needs weapons too.
Okay, so I looked this up. We have 4,000 Tomahawks. How many we need to defend ourselves? Which, like, yeah, I don't think we shouldn't give up more than, like, 1% of that. But, like, we have 4,000 of those Johns. Can we not ship 5 or something. Who are we at? Who are we? Like, boat? Are we using? Oh, right. The fucking drug boats, allegedly. We need to send Tomahawk missiles to fuck them up. What? I just...
We can't give so many weapons that we don't have weapons. You never know what's
Good thing we have weapons.
going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen? But NATO pays us 100% for the weapons, and they send them into Ukraine. And we talked about the weapons they need, what kind of weapons. They need Patriots very badly. They'd like to have Tomahawks. That's a step up. They'd like to have Tomahawks. We talked about that. And so we'll see. Well, I don't know. I might have to speak to Russia to be.
I'd have to what?
So we'll see. Well, I don't know. I might have to speak to Russia, to be honest with you, about Tomahawks. Do they want to have Tomahawks going in their direction? I don't.
What do you think? Why would you have to clear this with Russia? How fucking brain broken are you? Are you not? Are you still not sure of who the bad guy is here? Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I might have actually had the craziest fucking pre-watch prediction. Well, actually, I guess this prediction wasn't. My actual prediction was not what happened.
The way I see it, there's 3 options, right? First option, which is the worst, is he
damn.
flips back.
This
and
got
starts,
remixed
like,
a
trying
lot of
to win
times.
Putin's heart again. That's the worst option.
Yeah, wait.
The way I see it, there's 3 options, right? First option, which is the worst, is he flips back and starts like trying to win Putin's heart again.
Which is what happened. I didn't think that would be the case. I genuinely did not think that would be what transpired.
That's the worst option. The second option is he doesn't do anything. He doesn't get in the way of the shipments of weapons we've already promised to Ukraine and continues to sell weapons to NATO, which is an affront in and of itself because, like, we are fucking NATO and he's trying to profit off this war. Third option, which is the best, is he's like, you know what? Weapons contracts, we're sending his Ukraine ASAP. But I'm hoping, but not counting on the fact that he is gonna. Yeah, I think number 2 is most likely.
I was wrong.
I
was fucking wrong. It's number 1. He's now back to asking Putin. Who the fuck? 2 people dislike this. What? Whatever.
I think I might speak to Russia about that. In all fairness, I told that to.
What's fair? It's a war. We have an interest in one side of it.
President Zelensky, because Tomahawks are a new step of aggression.
Okay. I drew this out on the whiteboard. We've got Ukraine and we've got Russia. Russia invaded Ukraine. Ukraine wants to counterattack. Can you spot the aggressor? It's like, oh man, I don't know, maybe Tomahawks are too aggressive. You fucking moron. It's like, yeah, they want to reach infrastructure to slow down the war machine. Like, that's just, dude, I can't. This Chungus president actually looks like Big Chungus. Oh my god.
Right? You understand that?
No.
Very well.
Are you saying that you will speak to Putin first about
And I
Tomahawks?
might talk to him. I might say, look, if this war's not going to get settled, I'm going to send him Tomahawks. I may say that.
How many threats do you have to make to the guy? He clearly doesn't respect you. Like, wasn't he just on True Social like less than a month ago having a soy piss rant about how Putin isn't listening to him? And now we're back. Oh my god. Dude, actual
Tomahawk is an incredible weapon, very offensive weapon.
Yes.
And honestly, Russia does not need that. They don't need that. Yeah, I might tell them that if the war is not settled, that we may very well do it. We may not, but we may do it. I think it's appropriate to bring up. Yeah, I want to see the war settled. Thank you very much. Tell them to be honest and not honest.
Hey, sir.
Oh my
tell
God.
Caroline, she'll vouch for him. Thank you.
Thanks, President.
Thank you.
My
Have a
first
good-
time on the
Thank
plane.
you. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
What do you? He flies private.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty well, huh? So who's going to be the head anchor at CBS? Not Nora O'Donnell. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know, there's a story that they're going to. I don't believe it.
What do you think of
Well,
Mary
I tell you what,
Weiss?
Larry Ellis.
Apparently Trump like knows this person and he's just completely fucking blanked. This guy is as a vanilla looking I mean, it doesn't show well on camera, but like dirty blondish normal looking white dude. This guy is an affront to our kind.
Is great, and his son David is great. They're friends of mine, they're big supporters of mine, and they'll do the right thing. They're going to make CBS. Hopefully, they called it the Tiffany Network, and it's got great potential. CBS has great potential. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks, President.
What? Oh my god, it's actually just Chungus country. All right, I'll finish up Food Guesser and then I want to watch. Did you guys see the fucking JD Vance interview on? I think it was CBS. I won't spoil the end if you haven't, but it just finally something fun. Okay. Southeast of Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Indonesia. Oh fuck! Which one is it? It's Thailand, right? Malaysia, motherfucker. L. Big L. All right. JD Vance. Is it ABC? Yeah. This was. He got absolutely dunked on. JD made him rage quit. No. Where the fuck was this video? Oh, I think it's on Twitter. God damn it. Yeah, that's the one I'm pulling up. I thought that was phenomenal. It's just because, like the Tom Homan thing, there's a video of him taking a bribe, like a literal bag of cash. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it had a big dollar sign on it, like a 1950s robber. Just like how? Oh, come on. Like the fucking Forbes of okay.
On an FBI surveillance tape.
I hate Twitter video, but just let's get. Oh. All right. Let's write down the. Oh my God. Okay. We'll denote the Vance strategy. Oh my god.
The White House borders are Tom Homan
All
was
right.
recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous.
You've covered the story ad nauseum. So essentially, it's like it's like a who cares. Well, yeah. Who or already included lie or deny
Smear, and the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan
accuse
so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law. I
glaze
think it's really preposterous. I know Tom. I think that he's a good man.
accused
He gets death threats. He gets attacked. He gets constantly.
play victim. Jesus, actually, I'm glad I'm writing this out because I didn't realize how fucking aggressive this is.
Threatened by people because he has the audacity to want to enforce the country's immigration laws. I think that it would be a much more interesting story about why is it that Tom
Deflect.
Homan, who is simply enforcing Americans' immigration.
What would we say? Simply enforcing America's immigration reframe, I guess.
Laws is getting constantly harassed and threatened to the point of death threats. That's a much more interesting question that I think journalists should focus on. We can agree to disagree on that question.
And then attempt to move past. Okay. So this is first ask. Then we move to the double down. Double down.
You said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum.
Already concluded. 2x.
He did not take a bribe.
Deny.
Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom
Crazy make.
Homan's life, he has been paid.
Being ignorant.
More than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe.
A different question.
Yeah. Reframe accusation.
Illegal,
I'm asking you,
which
did
is
he
why he's
accept,
working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking.
Okay. Then the triple down. Which is actually props, I guess. Feign ignorance. 2x.
About did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024.
Drill. Oh, yeah, this is the Tim Pool strategy, which is like, it's a light version of that, where he's going to keep drilling him lightly until he finds something he can dispute. Drill for details to find minor mistake.
An FBI surveillance tape accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George?
Reframe.
I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it illegal to take a payment for doing services? The
Crazy
FBI
make.
has not prosecuted him. I've never seen any evidence that he's engaged.
Why? There was an okay. Well, I guess. Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. Crazy make.
In criminal wrongdoing, nobody has accused Tom.
Shift goalpost, I guess, because there's an investigation, or was an investigation.
Of violating a crime, even the far left media like yourself. So I'm actually not sure what the precise question is.
The question is, like, I think, what's his name? Stephanopoulos does a great job. He's like, the question is very simple. We know a bag of cash was taken. Did he keep it, or did he not? Yes or no? Did he keep it? And just the fucking spin moves.
Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
Shift question, or I guess, what would I say? Ignore question, or sane. Uncertainty on question.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that.
The quadruple down. Holy. I'm just saying, like, Jesus, this JD Van, like, every sentence is a different thing. Like, oh my god. Quad down. Alright, this is the fourth down. Gotta make it.
Money.
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George.
Wow. Yep, okay, so we've got the feign ignorance. This is third time.
I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that.
What? There's an there's a deny.
That. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program.
Attack.
And why you're losing credibility, because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story.
What would we say? Play authority, like, what would you say for this? So he's citing his position as the VP. Say, cite his own authority and minimize issue.
regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats...
Feign ignorance. 4x. Deflect.
and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government. Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You are focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000.
Oh, my
as
God.
an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No,
Well, then
George,
Governor
I
J.B.
said that I
Pritzker's
don't.
up next. We'll be right
Based! Holy based.
You know what I think the word...
Oh, that's me. Holy fucking based. Based. Cut. Off. Oh my holy lord. But like, when you deconstruct, there's only a 3-minute and 45-second video, but every single sentence does everything except answer the question, deny, accuse, try and prop up Tom Homan, play the victim, deflect, reframe. Attempt more act? What did I write here? Oh, attempt to move past. Yeah, okay, so deny, accuse. Delays the accused, play the victim, deflect, reframe. Try, attempt to move past it. Uh-oh, gets doubled down on. Question gets act again. Say it's already been concluded again. Deny again. Crazy make. Feigned ignorance of it. And then reframe the accusation. And then based triple down. Feigned ignorance again. Drill for details. Try and find a hole. Couldn't. So then he reframes it. Crazy makes. Shifts the goalpost to some other issue. And then feign like he doesn't know what the exact accusation is. And the quadruple down. Feigns ignorance again. Denies. Attacks. Cites his own authority. Minimizes the issue. Feigns ignorance again. Deflects. Denies. And then minimizes again. And then we get the big cutoff. And then when he's being cut off, Vance, as much as he's talking about how corrupt and lame and stupid talking about this is, he does not want to be cut off. He wants to be in front of the media. He wants,
question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No,
Well, then
George,
Governor
I
J.B.
said that I
Pritzker's
don't.
up next. We'll be right back.
He wants to keep this going. As much as he pretends these are nothing, the ratings are terrible, everyone sucks, they're all out, they're all corrupt. He does not want to be left out. This is one of the best things to, might even start to restore my trust in, or my faith in, the conviction of our media. I that's unfathomably based to me. Yeah. Alright, that's kinda it for today. I actually just saw you out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll stream later tonight. Depends when I get out of work. Thanks everyone for stopping in who did. Yeah. You all have a wonderful day.